Well, I thought I'd do a wrap-up video, because as that chap in Star Wars once said, almost there. Yeah, we're nearing the end. Well, not so the end. Nearing road time. And yes, that rattle can match was miles off. But I don't care, because I like the fact it doesn't have a dirty great big hole in it. And yeah, I needed a hammer and dolly it around a little bit more so it would tuck in a bit closer. If you watch one of my other videos, you notice how I was talking about the edge near the door needs to be wrapped right around nice and tight. I should have hammered it a touch more, but the joys of doing it without the car there. But it can be easily fixed. So, front's back together. The indicators are now lovely and orange and nice and legal. Headlights work. Grille screwed in. The bar guards now have all of the bolts. Front end's been rebuilt. It's got new rims. Well, it's not new rims. New tyres. Needs a wheel alignment still. And obviously Regio. I put in the baby bolt today, because obviously it is a family bus. And a rear seat cover for so that the child doesn't have to deal with a very disgusting seat. See the baby bolt? Can't really see it from there. Still can't see it. There. The universal mounting kit gives you all these huge honking plates that go under the parcel shelf, so it can be mounted securely so it doesn't rip its way through. Ideally, if I had unlimited time, I would have actually got this parcel shelf I have from an XC Falcon, where they have them from factory, welded in, whereas XBs do not. What else have I done? So obviously you know all the lights work. I gave it a wash just before to get all the crap off. I put a new boot seal in. Let's see, have a look at that one. I put an interior light globe in. Yeah, I've got a lens sitting at the workshop. Give me the key. Give me the key! Yeah, pretty close to having this on the road. I was pretty stoked. Whoa. And the boot seal works perfectly. They give your boot seal, it's like miles too big, so there's the bit I cut off. But I also, after years of dealing with these cars, when I cut them, so like I start here, go around, and I'll cut this one when it's overhanging by about 1 centimetre, because I know these boot seals do shrink over time. So you squish them together and then put a bit of super glue in the joint so the two ends are glued to each other, and I sort of put a dab of super glue, put it in, go another like 6 inches, dab of super glue, and work my way around so that it stays in there, because it seems that these aftermarket seals don't actually fit fantastically. But I just wanted the cabin to not suck up exhaust fumes in through where there was no boot seal between the tail lights, because you know it's going to be a daily. Now this is going to be shut really hard now. Yeah, you can hear all the air coming out of it. Yeah, so hopefully this should start. Here's hoping. The alternator will catch up in a second. There it goes. Headlights on. Hey, I didn't say you couldn't operate. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why, but maybe the globe is a little bit corroded in there. Well, not corroded, but maybe it doesn't have the world's greatest contact. But the old tapping trick, I'm assuming if you were first trip down a bumpy road, that would probably start working. Not offensively loud. It's not blowing any smoke. Full set of lights on the back, including an alpha light. Let's see if we have a full set of indicators. Flashy, flashy. Are they nice and bright? Oh yes. Oh my, yes. Gee, they flash low, don't they? Do the other side. God, this car's come a long way since I got it. Yeah, that's pretty neat, isn't it? Hopefully there's one at the back. Yep. Doesn't sound offensive. You definitely know it's a V8. Just turn them off. Yeah, I think that's I'll shut that. All the handles work, all the windows work, all the lights work, starts, stops. Stop being the operative word. The tyres are new. It's not too low. It's not too loud. So I think I'm going to get this on the road this week. Well, possibly next week. Fix the guards. Put the baby bolt in. It's wheel alignment rego. So in South Australia we have this wonderful thing called walk-in rego, where you don't actually have to have the car put over the pits to get rego. It only has to do that once in its life, and that's when you're putting rego on it for the first time, or whether or not it's been out of rego for a very long time. But this car has walk-in rego, or wonderful thing, you can actually register this car online. Because that's just the wonderful thing about South Australia. I think Queensland have very similar rules. I think we're one of the only two states that have a computer registration where you can just go on computer and register your car without having to send it over the pits. But that being said, if you drive down the road in a pile of crap, you will be pulled over and defected, and then you will have to go to the pits. I love the fact this car is still wearing the original number. I have the original plates, but they were so munted that we got new plates but with the same original number. And with the cleaning up of, I took the rear seat out and found a rat's nest under it, but a lot of signs that this was a family car right up until the 90s. Because you don't find Lego instructions for 1981 under the back seat if there was no kids in this car at some point. And I found coins from 1966, a couple of 1 and 2 cent coins, some coins from, I think there's a 20 cent coin from 1976, and a lot of kids, rubbish that you get in chip packets and stuff. And there was a Battlestar Galactica playing card or something under the seat. All kinds of knickknacks from the old days. And yeah, so I got that impression that this has been someone's family car with kids for a good chunk of its early life, which makes me happy, because that's what it's going to do when I've got it. Because obviously I've got a 7-month-old daughter as of today, and that's why the baby bolt's in the back. That's why the back seat got a cover. Checked all the seat belts, everything. So it's all I got to do is get either louvers or Venetians. My brother has an original Onger set of louvers new in their box, but he's in Sydney, and we reckon that if we posted it, they would end up destroyed. So I may go and get some Venetians, just because the baby seat has the child rearward facing, and I don't want to getting a packet full of sunlight in the face. But yeah, it's pretty neat, I reckon. I know this is more of a rambling video, but it's more of a wrap-up and a catch-up, and just see how we're done with it. And I think we're up to video 17 or 18 or something of the series. It's never going to stop, because I've still got bucket seats, carpet, a T-bar, well, T-bar's in, carpet seats, console brackets, console put in. Got to put a better petrol tank in eventually. That one isn't leaking, so it's going to stay for now, because I'm suffering from the poor. And yeah, we'll get a dual exhaust, much louder. Eventually, if I can ever find the manual gear for not $1 million, I will make this car manual. And yeah, carry it on. Also got one of my leftover green rattle cans. I just gave the seal panel a quick tickle. It actually came out alright for just a quick blast of green across the seal panel. I don't know what it was with... See, when it's just in the can, the colour matches perfectly. But as soon as you put clear on it, it totally changed it. Don't understand. But I'm not a painter, so I don't know all these things. I can get myself by, with painting, but I'm not a painter. They know all the tricks and nicks, knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. So yeah, we'll just leave it about there, and hope you enjoy this little wrap-up video. It's sort of, I might show you under the bonnet. Interior light works, it's amazing. Oh, there it is. Shut the door. Shut the front door. I did, I promise. The latch is under the R. Bunch of water is now dribbling down into the engine bay. Yeah, I think I might cut these down later down the track. Yeah, bit of wibble dribble on the exhaust. They're a bit too tall in my opinion. Yeah, brand new battery clamp, new radiator, engine's fully rebuilt, new carburetor, new brakes, new shocks, new suspension. This car superficially is pretty much restored underneath. It's just kept the original body. And I think realistically this is still the type of car that if you want to get into classic cars, this is the condition you kind of want them. Where they're mechanically a bit run down, but body wise solid as a rock, or at least quite workable. So yeah, well, I'm just going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoy it. It's not really we're not doing anything, but yeah, like I said, it's a bit of a catch up, see how everything's going. Sunlight is fading, but we're pretty much done and ready for the road. The only thing I don't know is the transmission, and we'll find out that while we yeah, we don't know what that one's like, so who knows, it might last 5 minutes, it might last 5 years, you don't know. And Dad keeps going, oh, you should paint your boot lid. I said, but why? It's got paint on it. Some. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned, keep subscribing.